Hello, paranormal fanatics. So welcome to a late night on Saturday. I should have said late Saturday night. Hopefully you guys could hear me with no problem. I've been a busy paranormal fiend this weekend. And my weekend is not done. I didn't set up a guest this weekend because I knew I'd be busy helping out Warren County Fright Nights do their annual Halloween themed Putt-Putt. My hands are all bloody red from that. So I figure I could bypass the show. And you guys are pretty forgiving for the most part and wouldn't thought too much about it. Or I could just jump on real quick and it won't be too long because there's one more day of this event. It's running Friday, today, Saturday, and tomorrow. So 3 days doing this while working my regular job. So I think a little bit of whiskey, fireball, and a late night conversation with you guys just seemed like a good thing to do. I hope your guys' weekend's been doing well. I am scattered brained because I am tired. Like I said, I hope you guys could hear me well enough. As I am sitting here having this drink, I am reminiscent of the fact that the glass, though you guys cannot see very well, it says WASP 5-year anniversary. We're coming upon our 12-year anniversary in November 10th. To be honest, and I sit back and I think of the days when we were I don't say surprised, but we were definitely energized from being a young group, and I don't think we realized that it would grow to what it has. WASP. And we are definitely going through growing pains still. I mean, there's still so much that we want to do as a group. I believe the pandemic threw one heck of a hiccup on us. Forgive me, I'm going to take a sip. Not bad, but and I hate to keep using that, but for an excuse, but it is what it is. We're not the only ones. We are probably the least affected because we weren't a business. That wasn't our. Paranormal investigating is not our livelihood or such. So we're not suffering in that sense, which is good. I mean, I don't want to see anybody suffer, but we are hoping for more growth, and I feel a shift in the way we're growing, for the positive. It's not for the bad. I feel that we will be. I'm trying to choose my words carefully because the first words that came to mind was we're going to be stepping away and shedding some of the past relationships and such, but that's not totally true. That would be kind of a misnomer. I guess the directions that we were going in the past just doesn't suit us so much anymore. as in they were great to help us get to this point. But if we don't want to be stagnant and not grow any further as a paranormal team, we need to pursue and take steps into other situations. I don't mean to be sounding so cryptic on you guys. That's not my intentions at all. I'm just trying to choose my words a little more carefully because I don't want anybody to misconstrue them as something more than what they are. Myself, my personal view, Mr. Fedora's view, is I would love to see Warren Area Site Paranormal grow to the point where I don't want to say TV status or such because that's not our goal. Our goal is to our goal has been and will continue to be to help those in need. And I guess that's where I'm wanting to go, is to further along those lines, to grow bigger and to become more noticeable, so more clients will come and see us and hopefully seek for some help, be it through contacting other teams and helping facilitate in that way the teams that we trust, or be able to physically be in one of the location and help as well. We also have moved to some degree from our views of never paying to investigate a place to we will, to a degree, just to kind of, not so much for like a, what's the thoughts that I'm thinking, not so much to like to grow us as a group, but more for our own personal entertainment, our own personal experiences, and that kind of deal.
Oh, Lord.
Those that might hear in the background, that's Steph. She
trying to climb the stairs.
We
a bad day.
She's been at our Putt-Putt event pretty much from open to close, and we're no spring chickens anymore.
12 hours.
12 hours today, and so we're no spring chickens. So that definitely wears on our bodies. But so I personally have experienced some, like with the North Carolina battleship. That was what I call a pay to play. No spring fedoras. Very true, Mr. J. Wow. How you feeling, my friend? Well, I hope. But yeah, we were very sore after the North Carolina trip, that's for sure.
If Jay is feeling better, he should bring Lex up tomorrow.
You're being requested.
Yes, Lex is feeling better too.
Mr. J. Wow, if the young one and yourself and your wife is feeling up to it, to join us at the Putt-Putt, which it sounded like you tried tonight after we left. Sorry you're not feeling 100% yet. So, lost train of thought there. That's another thing of getting older. So there's a big event coming up for WASP, and that's November 5th. One that all the group is getting very excited about. That's a local theater here in Warren, Pennsylvania. Big place, big building. I won't say it's the biggest building we've ever done, but I bet you it's pretty close to it, if it's not. It just, a place that we've been trying to get into for probably almost the first week of being a group. It was on our radar, so we've been blessed to be able to set up a date to do it. That's another place that I'm thinking about trying to contact Mr. JWoww is the Titty Hotel. That is a thought of mine. Obviously yours if you're bringing it up. This glass, I don't know if you still have yours, Jay, but as I stated earlier, it's the 5-year anniversary glass that Missy made us for our 5th year of celebration as a group. I figured it was fitting for tonight. Fitting because why not? I'm on a show. But so that's one of the things. We got some new toys to play with. I'm doing my best to not bring the one out and just show you guys, and I'm not guaranteeing that I'll last until November 5th, but it came in the mail 2 days ago, and I checked it out to the degree of taking it out of the box and such, and it works, and it's as good as I was hoping it was, so I'm happy. You'll have to look to see if you still have the glass. There's no JWoww Pac-Man mug. That is in reference to a mug I made Mr. JWoww. I made a coffee mug about this size. This is my 100 subscriber mug for Warren Area Society of Paranormal. I made this one too. It's that size, but his was a Pac-Man mug with a Pac-Man figure and a couple of ghosts, and but that was a replacement of a mug that I made a few years prior to that one that he has now. That I'm trying to remember exactly. For some reason, it fell off my counter at the very least fell. I got a feeling it was swiped, like knocked off for some reason, but that could just be my memory fading for me. But the mug I previously made for him that he never received was broken, and so I got him a new one. I made a new one for him, which in all honesty, the new one is better quality in the sense that it's actually sub-laminated on, and I know I'm not saying that right, sublimated, whereas the prior one was vinyl cutouts put onto the mug, so that one should last a lot better, the one he has now, than the other one would have, so that works out. Let's see. I am looking for more people to join on my shows to be interviewed. So if you're watching this in the replay or whatever, you wish to be part of, to be interviewed by no other than Mr. Fedora himself, then drop me a line on Facebook or send me a message, and we'll set up a time to do that. Well, I appreciate that, sir. Original or retooled, the concept was still awesome. I appreciate it. You know, I just know how much you care for that little ghost chasing yellow dude that I just felt the urge to make it for you. It was very, very fun to do. Sorry, I lost train of my thought. My thought went to something about needing to contact the person that made the toy. I call it toy. The ghost hunting equipment contacted him and see if he would like to be on the show. And so my mind started wandering towards that. If you're having a drink, salute. I was going to do some, try out some ice cream. I got 2 ice cream for you guys. Not trying them out tonight, but I did pick up the hot chocolate with the spicy Mexican chocolate in it. So it'll be like, I think that'll be a weird setup because it'll be like cold and ice cream, and then hit the spice of the chocolate. I think it's going to be pretty weird. And then I also got the sweet potato ice cream, and I'll save that for Thanksgiving, I'm sure. I was going to do the hot chocolate one, the spicy ice cream, but I figured I got to go to bed soon and get ready for tomorrow. So I guess since I'm doing a lot of ums and Les J, well, you said you're not feeling well, so I understand you don't want to come on tonight. So I will probably wrap this up. I'm sorry I didn't have a guest tonight. Jay or anybody have any questions, I'd be happy to answer before I wrap up. Where do I see WASP? I'm not going to say 12 years from now, which is our next anniversary in November. In a year from now, where do I see Warren Area Society of Paranormal? That's an interesting thought. I think these next couple of cases that we'll be working on is going to gain us more attention. As in, I feel that social media will catch more attention of us, but I don't think it's going to be propelling us to like Zach Bagans or Jason Howes or any of those guys' status, and that's fine. We're not looking for that. But I do think it'll get us a little bit more notice. I have been feeling like, personally on my end, that we've been doing a lot more mentoring. I've been dealing with a lot more newer teams and talking to a lot more people in the new to the paranormal field, and I feel blessed to do such things because when we started off as a group, it didn't start very well when it came to other teams in our area. I won't go into too many details of that, but I felt that we were not welcomed very much as we started, and so I don't want to convey that to new teams. Give me a second, Jay. So I don't want to do that to new teams or anything, because we were not very, very excited when that happened to us. We went to a local team that was very well publicly known in our area, and we I thought we were being very humble when we approached them, and we kind of got slapped in the face for it. Now, a lot of the people that was part of that team has came forward. We made friends with some of them, and and so we kind of buried that, if you would. But it still left a little bit of a better taste to our mouth. I'm trying to get that sent off to you, Jay. Wow. It's just not working very well. I don't even know if I'm still streaming. But so we are trying to come forth, or I know I am, and I know the others would as well. When people come to us, ask us questions, or are interested in the paranormal, we do our best to offer advice and direction. I don't know if I'm still alive or not because all my streaming errand and such froze up on me. Let's see. If I am still here, send me a thumbs up or something. All right, thanks, Jay. I appreciate that. My whole screen froze up, so I was like, am I here? Normally, I would just try to do this with my phone, but my phone's charging because it hadn't been on the charger all day. So, I didn't think I would need my phone so much tonight. So, we're 12 years from now. That would put us in 24-year anniversary. Wow, that would be crazy. Let's see. I think this is the right one, but I'll take both of you. Sorry, guys, for being quiet and concentrating on sending this out. So, 12 years from now, I'd be... Sorry, gotta do math in my head. Yeah, as far as I know. Okay, back to the... I would be 59 in 12 years. So, I mean, it's quite possible that I would still be alive. I would, as far as WASP goes, I'm not quite sure. So, do you think, Mr. J. Wow, and welcome to the show, that WASP will be around in 12 years?
Absolutely.
How do you think that will look for us in 12 years?
Well, we'll be chasing ghosts around in wheelchairs and walkers.
That might possibly.
With little oxygen tanks strapped to our backs instead of proton packs.
You would be, I'd be 59.
12 years from now, I'll be 54.
So we would be okay. Mr. Leaffoot would be in his 60s. I'm not sure about the rest of the group on their ages.
Well, Angel would be mid-40s.
Mid-40s, so 60s still wouldn't be that bad either. And soon the others are very similar. So,
Well, by then we could have Lex take over the reins.
He would be how old?
12 years from now, he'd be 19.
So he would definitely be able to do quite a bit on his own.
Possibly, but that's if you can get him into a haunted house. I have a hard enough time getting him into the Spirit Halloween stores. So,
well, 12 years is a lot that can be done. A lot of growth in 12 years. So do you think we'll still be more of a hometown kind of team, or do you think we'll be more of a international kind of team?
Oh no, we're going international. I see us going into Chautauqua County.
No, I don't think Chautauqua County would be considered international.
It's foreign territory for some people.
True, but so is Tidiute. Maybe
No, I'm not going to go there.
maybe we could make our way over to England or something.
On what, your YouTube vlog money?
Well, right. YouTube hasn't paid a dime.
So, in other words, one of us will probably ride by plane, the other will ride as cargo in the back.
And knowing me, I'd be trying to take a donkey-powered motorboat.
What are you doing?
I'm sitting here speaking to you, my friend.
No, well, you're speaking to me, but I'm talking to a kid who's licking the side of his sheets cup. Exactly. Monotony.
So, our investigation coming up, you said that you might possibly be able to go to November 5th.
November 5th.
That's the Library Theater.
I thought you said you weren't going to say it.
Oh, no, we have permission to say it.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
no.
As far as I know, there's a possibility we could do it. Depending on how everything's going.
I was about to say it's more because of health reasons that would stop you than unwillingness to.
Health reasons, child reasons.
Right.
Drag him along, though.
Well, the nice thing about it is I feel that once we get into investigating there, I feel that we'll be able to do it again.
Yeah.
And you mentioned Chautauqua County, did you not?
I did. Your hometown county.
Hello, Caleb. Boy, I have a hard time pronouncing normal names. He is a member, possibly even one of the founding members of a new group in Chautauqua County.
Who is?
Caleb Dobson.
Never heard of him.
That's because he's new. Did you not hear what I just said?
No, I did not hear. I'm flipping between you and watching a kid play Fortnite.
Yes, they're newer. They actually had a big investigation last night. At the, I hope I'm allowed to say this. At the Lakewood Theater, in Lakewood, New York, the movie theater there.
Oh, the Cinema 8 or the Cinema 2 in the mall?
I believe at the 8. Hopefully I wasn't allowed to say that, and there wasn't confidentiality.
All right. Maybe as long as you don't mention the company name, I think you're probably fine.
He's confirming it. He's saying 7 to 8, and he said it was amazing. Caleb, feel free to mention, drop your group name in here, because I'm tired and I forgot the whole name. It's Chautauqua County though. So they were able to do that last night, which I still plan on watching some of their lives. I've asked Caleb.
Are you sure you're tired, or is it what you got in the cup there that you're drinking that's kind of knocking you for a loop?
Probably a little of both, because I'm tired.
You slurred your speech quite a bit there, buddy.
Yeah. I haven't even drank maybe 2 shots, so I'm having a hard time believing it's the alcohol. But it's been a long couple days.
Tell me about it.
Well, I started off work Friday at 3:30 in the morning. I left my house, worked all day. Then we ended up, oh, you didn't mean to tell you why I'm tired?
Well, I was thinking more like not literally, but more like figuratively, because you've had a long couple of days. I had a long couple of days.
Their team, and I'm not sure the exact age is Chautauqua County Apparition Investigation Team. CCAIT.
Ah, the CCAIT.
Now you know who they are, right?
Now I know who they are.
Wow. That was one spicy drink. Sip. But I've asked them to be on the show as well. So hopefully soon we'll get them on so you could not carry all the weight around here, Jay. Wow.
Oh, you know it. Extend that fedora out there, buddy.
I'm going to have you get you a bowler hat or something.
Really think I should do a bowler hat?
Yeah, that's the first hat that came to mind. Maybe the Indiana Jones hat. What did
Ooh, there we go. I could do a Jones hat, but that's kind of like a fedora, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I was kind of thinking that. I'd have to look into that. We're thankful as well. So, Mr. J. Wow, what is your favorite piece of equipment that we've had?
I don't know. I haven't used the stuff in a long time.
You forgot about our equipment?
Most of it, yeah.
We got $1 million pieces of equipment, and you forgotten about them?
You probably got like $1 million worth of equipment put together, but I wouldn't say $1 million altogether.
No, actually, most of our stuff has been pretty tamed as far as price and such. Probably for the longest time, our biggest piece of equipment was the DVR system.
Yeah. Well, the more fun one I'd probably say was what the Connect. Was it Connect?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, motion censored one that gave you a little green goblin that sat on your shoulder or whatever you want to call it. That I thought was kind of interesting.
They call it the SLS camera. Is what they call it. But yeah, the Xbox Connect camera for old gamers. That was an interesting situation because I was just sitting there trying to check it out a little bit and try to get to work a little better with the laptop, and all of a sudden that stuff popped up.
And I think that's probably some of the more interesting stuff.
Caleb says DVR is probably our most expensive piece right now. Yeah, they are expensive, but I see the benefit of having the DVR system, and it was very beneficial for quite a few years. But with these new handheld camcorders and tripods and such, I kind of find them a little more easier to deal with the end of things, as in watching video and things like that. Because with the DVR that we had, and I'm sure it's probably a lot better now, but the DVR we had, it would take me.
They're gonna find you in a heartbeat, kid. You might want to try hiding away from the window.
You're speaking of Fortnite.
Yeah,
but the DVR we had, it would take me like hours upon hours to convert over to put to disc for others to see it. So, like cool. I said, I'm sure it's probably better systems now, but with the handheld camcorders that we got now, it's immediate review and posting or sharing or letting, like the DVR we had, it used special software, so I couldn't just let everybody in the group have like a memory card like we can now.
Mm-hmm.
So, any questions for me there, Mr. J. Wow?
No. I thought you were supposed to ask your audience about questions.
Well, I'm just kind of rambling on.
Or am I the only audience?
No, we got some people watching.
Is there at least one?
Huh?
Is there at least one?
There's more than one.
Woohoo!
There's like 500 people watching.
Oh, yeah.
There's about 220 on Facebook and around 300 on YouTube.
Yeah, I got a question. What happened to the Queen?
The Queen. Oh, all the stuff. You know, it was weird. All that stuff sat up for a long time, and then just one by one, they were falling off. And you see me looking off to the side where all of them are. I gotta find some way to have better mounting stuff. Because, like, within reach, this is my favorite one.
Yeah.
But the Queen is still right here as well. And here's none other than Leaf.
Hey, you should bring Leon.
He doesn't know who Leon is. But no, now everybody's gonna start showing up when I'm getting ready to wrap things up, right?
Isn't that the way it goes?
Definitely. But so the DVR served a lot of purpose back when we first got it, but as far as getting things turned over and the conversion rate and such, it was just kind of a little much. Now I pick up those handheld camcorders that we got. They're like $160.
Uh-huh.
So they're not bad. You were talking about this, right?
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Yeah. Now, a little side note for that, a lot of people don't realize is Mr. Leafoot got that for the group. We were on a case in Corey, Pennsylvania, and the client was selling their Xbox stuff, and I said, well, I really don't want the whole system. I have the system. What about the Kinects? And it's like $20, and I was like, I unfortunately at that moment didn't have $20 cash, but Mr. Leaffoot did, and he picked it up.
Sweet.
Yeah, right. Talk about good timing. Now, I think you'll enjoy this new equipment when it's revealed. I did guess on the trend of those light up cat balls.
Light up cat balls?
Yeah, you know, like the toys that cats bat around that lights up.
That's where I think I was going with that, but I wasn't 100% sure, so I thought I'd ask.
Better get clarification on that.
Well, no, I figured I'm not going that route, but you know, when you hear light up cat balls and knowing what, like all sorts of crazy ghost equipment going around, who knows what it could be? So
fair enough. But yeah, for a couple bucks, we're gonna give them a try. I see them all over videos now, so I figured why not for a couple dollars.
They'd be like just like turning them on, setting them someplace, and see if Ghost would kind of push it around. Okay.
Right, correct. If they move, they light up.
Speaking of crazy equipment, though, I was perusing the Nintendo deal or whatever, Nintendo Online thing, and I came across the thing for the Switch that evidently turns one of the controllers into a not a glow in the dark, but a night vision thing for the screen. It was only like $1.99 to download, and I thought about trying it just to see if it actually works.
That's interesting and not a bad price, but that's how they get people, though, right? Keep it low price and
kind of. I mean, it's kind of a stupid tool, but I mean, if it's functional for what it's for, then go for it.
Definitely. Hello, Alex. How you doing tonight? Hopefully, the weather is treating you better in Texas than it is here in PA. It's a cool 39 degrees up here.
39 degrees and titty out.
Titty out. But yeah, so that's how they get people. They price things just low enough where it's like, yeah, I'll try it. And if it doesn't work, it's only $2.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I figured. Because they're trying to sell it as where there's like a little camera in one of the controllers, and it's like, well, I don't know where the camera is because I've never seen it. So.
They did a good job at hiding it. But that's the
Probably.
point. That's the point about paranormal investigating, though. You don't have to spend $1,000 to get started. It's little things that you can do to get going. Like I said, those light up cat toys, they're a couple bucks each. You know, most people can afford that. Not everybody, I understand that, but most people can. We tied up strings on bells on yarn before and tied them to doorknobs, see if we could get that to work, and we did at the mall. Alex says, doing fine, thanks, man. It was 92 last I checked here. I will take 39. Yeah, that's what you say until you're actually in 39 degrees temps. And he says now it's 84. Yeah, let's trade.
Unfortunately for us, 84 is like what, 92 with humidity.
Yeah, something like that. But I've been in that Texas heat though. Like they gets rough. I remember when I was over the road truck driver, I was in I believe it was Texarkana, and I was in my truck and I had an AC crank and it was like 60 degrees in my truck. I stepped outside to go into the rest stop, and it felt like a sledgehammer hit my chest because the temps that day was like 130 degrees. So it went from 60 degrees to like 130 in a matter of 4 seconds.
And I know how much you love to run your AC.
Oh, yes, I do.
I've heard the horror stories about riding on the Sheffield route.
For those that don't know, I drive bus, so that's what it means by a Sheffield route. Yeah, trade for a day would be great, but I suppose I would throw everybody in a tizzy. But yeah, so I was like, man, that was like a rough wake-up call, switching from one to the other. No yawning on my show, darn it.
I haven't had much sleep in the past couple of days, so.
I forgive you.
A reclining blue triage chair, and then when I finally got into bed, I couldn't sleep anyways. So.
Yeah, they keep waking up. So yeah, I'm glad that you're home and recovering though. You get to watch the little man play his video games.
No, he's actually blacked out.
That was fast.
A melatonin gummy, and next thing I know, the Nintendo Switch is turned off and he's sleeping on the couch.
For those of you that do not know our history as close as others, our youngest member of the group is JWoww's son. He's been a member for 9 years now? 7. Sorry, I knew you said it earlier, but for some reason 9.
Yeah, I wouldn't make him any older than he's supposed to be. I don't want those years to go by too fast.
Yeah, no doubt. And guess who's here now? Hi, Heather. How you doing tonight? Probably just getting out of work. Thank you for popping in. Generally, I'm not on this late. This is a late night special. Usually I'm snoring. I was correct. Just getting out of work.
What better thing to do than turn on your video chat, huh?
To turn on Mr. Fedora and JWoww.
Listen to the sultry sound of your voice.
I do make a great radio personality. Now, as far as a television person, I make a great great radio personality. Man, everybody's saying they're not feeling well.
Telling you, there's shit going around.
Just got home, don't feel good. Yep. It's crazy. There's a lot of people that's been sick lately. Do you think there's something? Well, you said something's going around. You think that is more of a universal thing?
Well, when I was in Warren Peds, one doctor or one nurse was telling me that biggest thing going around was hand, foot, and mouth disease, RSV, and then pneumonia. Or not pneumonia. Well, yeah, probably pneumonia too, but influenza A. And the nurse pretty much said the same thing in the hospital too.
Really?
They're seeing an influx of RSV and influenza A cases.
Heather believes it's the change of the weather, which is true enough.
Possibility.
Alex, I was DJing a fall festival for 7 hours straight today. The heat made it feel like a summer festival. I don't think you guys get fall down there, my friend. It's a less of a summertime more than fall.
Well, if he wants the fall feel, we can give him some of the snow we're supposed to get this coming week.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. Respiratory infections going around in San Antonio. Yuck. Yeah, I had a really bad cold for about a week, and I feel still kind of congested, but nothing bad. Nothing like a lot of other people are going through. So, if you guys want to take a moment tonight, when you got a moment, send some healing energy out to the world. Nothing wrong with doing that. So if all of a sudden WASP got an influx of money, where would you like to go to? Paranormal wise there, Mr. J-Wow.
An influx of money, like how much of a spending account are we looking at?
I don't know. 3 million.
Well, me, I'm a modest guy. I don't want to go big. The only thing I'd probably want to do that's on my bucket list as far as spooky places to go to would probably be Eastern State Penitentiary in Philadelphia. I'm a modest guy.
That wouldn't be bad. It's only a few thousand, like I think 10,000 for a night or something for a private. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't have that kind of money, so it is that bad, but
I wouldn't even care about the private part. I just want to go.
Well, there's some good with being with tours and such, because then you got different energy, different vibes and all that. But private tour, you're able to control the evidence, the stuff that you receive.
True.
So
there's a nice kind of get a walk through, just kind of get the feel of the building itself. Or if you're doing private, would you still be able to gain access to every single part of the building that they do on the private tour or public tours?
Good question, but if you have the money to do it, I'm sure you could probably get them to do all that. Heather says, I will do that now. Healing prayers are sent for me and everyone. And yes, those that are suffering, I pray that relief will be found for you. Amen. I it was kind of interesting. I stumbled across a YouTube video of somebody investigating Alcatraz privately, and I thought that would be interesting to go there and just kind of spend a few hours without the public being there. But if I had to investigate it, where we had the money to pay. I'm thinking more along the lines of Leap Castle. I think it's spelled Leap Castle in Ireland. That would be awesome. Heather says, I'd love to investigate someone awesome. My abilities now would be awesome. I'm assuming you mean not someone, but somewhere. Yep. I figure that's what you meant when you said that. Yeah, I mean, there is one place local. There's a couple places I've been thinking about going to, and probably will. One place is Helltown, Ohio. That would be more of a warmer weather. If we lived in Texas, it'd be all year round, right? But that's more of an outside investigation. So That would be definitely warmer weather than 39 degrees. And then there's a couple. One's a bed and breakfast in Ohio, and then another place, an old farmhouse up in upstate New York, that was very interesting. Big place, and it has its own family cemetery attached to it. So you'd be able to not only stay the night, actually you got to book it for the whole weekend. So it'd be a whole weekend investigation where you'd get to investigate the farmhouse as well as the cemetery that's on the property. And they say that there's a lot of activity in that place. So I'd love to go to either one of those places.
Now, what about like a bed and breakfast in Cuba, New York? I thought you wanted to hit that too.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if it was Cuba. It's upstate New York somewhere, yeah. And Cuba's upstate New York, basically. At least I believe it is.
Cuba's more south. It's like right near the PA border. It's just on the other side of Cattaraugus County.
Maybe I was mistaken on the location where it's actually closer to us than I realized. Which, don't get me wrong, I'd be happy with that. No, I haven't investigated Fort Ontario. If I remember correctly, you went there with Janice's group. I can't think of the name of that group at the moment. But yeah, it looked like it was a heck of a place to investigate. Have you heard of Port Ontario there, Jay?
Nope. Enlighten me.
I'm not sure. Past Present Paranormal is what Janice's group was called. I don't believe they are a group anymore, but don't hold me to that.
Was that the group out of Jamestown, or?
Correct.
Okay.
Jamestown or Buffalo. But yeah, it was a very active military fort, as the name suggests. I heard all kinds of things from people hearing footsteps through the corridors to hearing screams and you know, it sounds like of war and such. So definitely another place that would be worthwhile to check out. Once again, though, I believe it's one of those pay-to-play places.
Well, that's how most of them get when they start getting some sort of recognition.
Right. And the sad thing about it is, and this is my opinion, is some of them, or a large majority of them, they start off with lower asking prices, and that seems very reasonable. And then they start building up their fame, and then their prices just skyrocket to where they're out of the price of the average investigator. So I kind of get bummed out about that. Heard lots of voices. Oh, I'm sure. Especially those that are sensitive and have gifts like that. I can't imagine. That's another thing that I would imagine would be kind of rough, is being able to hear and be sensitive and such, and go to these locations and just be bombarded with stuff. Yeah, speech text and that kind of stuff. Heather is autocorrect and things make things kind of rough. But so yeah, I kind of, it kind of sucks that places that are good, they end up charging, just even investigation public tours end up being like $200 and such, you know. Well, maybe not quite that bad, but they get to be expensive, and then to book a place for private investigation is just out of the price range of most people. There is one place that the price isn't bad, Hillview Manor. but they are so strict on their willingness to let people share the evidence they got. It almost makes it not worth it as far as people with groups.
Yeah.
You good?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What am I drinking? You must be delayed because my drink's empty. I was drinking Fireball, which I'll probably regret in the morning.
Either you or your toilet.
No, it won't be like that. I've noticed since I've been diagnosed with diabetic type 2 that sweeter drinks like Fireball and such kind of make me feel a little the next day, no matter how much I drink.
You're type 2 diabetic now, huh?
Yeah, I was borderline for a lot of years, and when I got COVID, I think it fully pushed me over to the other side of it. So sweeter, sugary drinks like Fireball and such kind of gets me a little. That's why I do believe that it makes me a little more. Oh, I don't know. The sound like I'm affected more, like you were saying. I was kind of slurring my words a little bit and such.
Mm-hmm.
Medicinal purposes. True enough. Where I'm not truly drunk or that point, but it almost seems like it intensifies it a little bit.
Oh yeah. Blood sugar either getting too high or too low.
Right. But with all that, and I really appreciate everybody that's tuned in, and I appreciate you joining me tonight, Mr. J. Wow. It is getting to be towards 11:30, and I still have the Halloween Putt-Putt in North Warren to finish up tomorrow.
Yeah, I can't believe you left before those 2 customers could show up.
Which 2 would that be? You and your son?
No, it was a couple of ladies.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think one was dressed up almost like Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas, but I'm not sure.
Really?
There was at least 2 there because they was in the back where the Putt-Putt was. Then they pulled around in front, and I seen one walk into the Dairy Queen itself. And I'm wondering if they were asking about it. Then they took off.
I'm a little bummed out because it was like till 9 o'clock when we left, like 8:50. But we had sat for a little bit of time with nobody coming, so we assumed, and that's our fault, our bad, that the weather being so cold it kept people from wanting to come out and play.
That wasn't at homecoming weekend this week too.
Yeah, there was like, well, I won't say unfortunately, but there was a lot of things going on this weekend, like all kinds of events. So let's just hope that these fine Warren nights were at another event where they were dressed up for and just carried on over to that one. It was very good talking with you as well, Heather, and I hope you have a wonderful night and feel better.
Wonder about the costume balls. That's still a thing or no?
I haven't heard of one in a while, so I'm not sure about that. I'd have to check into. But there was a Halloween Fall Festival type thing tonight or today. I don't know if it went on later or not. But so there was people dressed up for that as well. Time for NyQuil. No doubt. The wonderful warmth of NyQuil when you're not feeling well. But so yeah, they probably came from that event, was trying to hit ours as well. And whoever you are, people, I really appreciate you coming to support us, even though we were unfortunately there for that. But what could we do? But I will. It is time for me to say my fond farewells.
Hey, maybe your Ridgeway stalker could show up.
Do what?
The Ridgeway shout out that you got. You were so proud of.
Ridgeway.
Yeah, you said you were at a gas station in Ridgeway and somebody shouted out Mr. Fedora or Scott Morton. Maybe they should show up to the Putt-Putt.
That would be awesome. Yeah. For those that I don't think I ever said this online, I was in Ridgeway filling my gas tank up, and I heard some hollering coming from a car. I turned to look because I mean, why wouldn't you? I hear Mr. Fedora and waving. I'm like, oh hey, that was a surprise, that's for sure. Good night, Alex. Thank you for joining us once again. You have missed very little of our shows before. One of our regulars. I really appreciate regulars. Yes, I am tired. 90 proof Kentucky antifreeze, no doubt. But yeah, so thank you, Jay, for stopping on in.
No problem. I'm gonna crash too.
I didn't quite catch all that.
I'm in the middle of yawning. But I'm probably gonna crash just like you.
Yeah, I'm sure it won't take me long. But so thanks for jumping in and carrying the show once again.
Yeah.
And I'll get
Carried you to the bottom of the demographic.
Definitely. And I'll get a hold of you soon, my friend.
All right.
Good night.
Talk to you later, Chief.
Bye. Thank you all once again for joining me in this late night chat. It was definitely something I needed to do for my own personal healing and just try and keep with the routine of this so it doesn't slip to the wayside while you guys wait for us to go on investigations and such. I will keep this sweet and simple by saying, as always, stay spooky, my friends.
Well, hey everybody, thanks for stopping down and appreciate the visit. Now get the hell off of my porch. We'll see you the next time. Come on back.